Now, what does your dog want you to know? And what should you keep in mind when you're communicating with your pets? These are great topics to learn about today. We're joined by Tim Link, expert animal communicator and best-selling author of the book, Talking with Cats and Dogs. Welcome, great to see you.
Good to see you. Thanks for having me here.
And obviously, our friend Yeti down there, the 140-pound Great Pyrenees looking for his forever home. Leah right here. Nice. I know this Great Pyrenees is a breed that you love. What do you love about this dog down here?
Well, I mean, Great Pyrenees are fantastic for a lot of different reasons. In my first book, Wagging Tails, I tell a story of a Great Pyrenees that had lost its way. And so we, through time, got through all the timidness of it, and the dog's name was Lily, and we got it adopted to its right and perfect forever home. So just like with Yeti.
How wonderful. Would you please hold this bait? Well, actually, I'm going to turn her around because we want to see her sweet face and her back. Leah's, you know, we met Leah a little bit earlier in the show.
Right.
You say we're supposed to talk to our dogs all the time. How do we talk to Leah?
Well, the key thing is how you talk to him is very simple, and I always say it's similar to talking to a child. Now, it's not the fact that they don't understand us. They definitely understand more than we ever do. But how you do it is you let them know what the situation is, what they need to do, and why is this going to be a good thing. So it could be as simple as I'm getting ready to go to work. You know, I'm going to be back at 9 o'clock. What I need you to do is just lay down and keep our favorite blankets warm. You're
in charge of the house. You lay down and you give them that reassurance because they hear it in your tone. So as you give us these tips, and we'll get down into those, you're talking to your dog about all those things. What's the next step?
Well, the key thing is be in the present moment. You'll see it so often. I live in this wonderful community with all these walking paths and carts and everything for their dogs. People are taking their dogs out. The problem is they're putting their earbuds in. They're talking on their phones. They're not being in the present moment. So there's no way, even with a human-to-human connection, let alone a human-to-dog connection, to connect with them at a deep level and really understand them, see the things they see, feel the things they feel.
And your dog deserves your presence, right? To be in that moment, like you're saying.
Well, and this time is a perfect time for you to connect with your animal. You think, okay, maybe I'm around them all day long, but are you really connecting?
Are you looking them in the eye? Are you telling them things and how much you love them? All right, so we're being present, and then just like every person has unique and distinct feelings and opinions about things, your dogs do too?
Absolutely. They're their own unique personalities, and we have to understand that. I mean, I had two schnauzers from the same litter, and they were totally different. One was very, wanted to know what's going on all the time, and one was just playful. So you have to understand what the particular animal is all about. Is that right? That's right.
That's right. All right, so let's practice this talking. When we're talking to our animals, you recommend these steps. Say what you want out loud, and step 2 is mentally visualize what that looks like to you. So we're telling Yeti we're heading out for the day. What does it look like? Yeah, so that when you talk to them and you're telling them the words, they understand the words you're saying. We understand that from our training that we give them, set, stay, lay. But I'm talking about deeper conversations. And so when we talk to Yeti, we let him know what's going on here, what he needs to do, and why is this a good thing. So Yeti, we've got 5 more minutes. Once we wrap up here, we can go out and have a nice little walk, and then everything's going to be good. And he seems to respect that.
He does respect that. He understands it, but I think he wants those treats too. That
he heard about treats. We mentioned that, but you know, it's about tone because they do understand you. They know your tone. You know, you fall into habits. You might talk to them the same way as you leave the house. Let them know you're coming back. They love that, and it's the positive energy. What's the impact of that? Well,
the positive energy is the most important thing of all. And when we talk out loud, our energy goes up to a higher level. We go up to a more positive level. It's that old saying of talk about it, you'll feel better. Talk about it, get it off your chest. Well, that's what we're talking about here. So when we talk about it, we feel better about it, and our energy goes up to a higher level.
Excellent. Tell us a little bit about yourself now and how you came to be an animal expert in communications.
Yeah, well, I spent 20 years as a telecom executive. So Epiphany came through a little, I would say my direction came through a little bit later in life. But I've been doing this for about 20 years. So learning to connect with animals at a deeper level, communicating with them and understanding them, it goes far beyond training. It's really listening to them and how to talk to them and how to know what their wants and needs are. So it's been a wonderful journey, and I work with animals of all sorts, and you name it. So it's been great.
You do so many helpful videos and different breeds and Reiki even.
Yeah. So I'm a Reiki master. So Reiki's an ancient hands-off modality for healing. So we open up our chakras to get that positive energy we talked about through, and that's what Reiki does. And being a Reiki master faster I can do that remotely. So I work with clients from around the world, wherever their animal has behavior issues, physical issues, challenging issues going on.
Yeah.
Rigging helps clear that.
Well, and ultimately, the better you're communicating with your animal, the better relationship you're going to have, and the better these animals do in our homes. Anything you want people to take from, what you teach, or any tips we should consider when we see our own dogs?
Yeah, well, in my book, Talking with Dogs and Cats, this is what it's all about, is how you communicate with them verbally. When you talk out loud to them verbally, you feel better, you go up to that positive realm, and when you talk out loud, you're giving a positive picture. You're sending a mental picture out, and that's what the animals tune into. So to have your best bond and relationship with them, talk to your animals.
Our best bonds with our best friends. Tim, thank you so much. Appreciate it very much. And anyone watching can learn more about Tim Link through his website and YouTube channel. His books, Talking with Dogs and Cats, Wagging Tails is the other book.